Well, good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Dialogue with the Dean. It's great to be with you today, and thank you for spending a little bit of your time with us, either live right now or if you're watching this in video. Today we will be learning about the Purdue Day of Giving, and we are not over in the College of Pharmacy, but today we are over in Dauch Alumni Center on south part of campus, and we are in what is known as the War Room. This will be an exceedingly quiet and unbusy space tomorrow. Actually, no, it won't be, will it?
Not so much.
Starting tonight, it will be the hub of activity. It's the nucleus of all that we'll be doing over the next 24 to 36 hours here at Purdue. And we're going to learn about Purdue Day of Giving. But before we start, I want to remind you that if you have any questions about Purdue Day of Giving, and you'd like to ask those, you can use that feature on the Facebook Live and post a question, and our team is standing by to look at those questions, and they'll feed those to me before we wrap up this morning, and we'll come back, or this afternoon before we wrap up, we'll come back to any questions that you have for us. Well, it's my pleasure to welcome to this edition of Dialogue with the Dean, Amy Noah, our Vice President for Development for Purdue University. Amy,
Hello.
thanks for joining me today in this conversation about Purdue Day of Giving. It's a busy couple of days now for you guys. This is sort of like tax day for you guys, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
Yes.
It's all about money and it's all about deadlines.
See? So, well, for those who have not heard, if it's possible, if you're part of the Purdue family, and you have not heard of Purdue Day of Giving, just give our listeners just a brief, quick glimpse of what Purdue Day of Giving is about.
Sure. So Purdue Day of Giving is an opportunity for 24 hours for us to try to expand the Purdue community. We're trying to reach as many of our alumni, our friends, our students, our staff, our faculty, to get people engaged and get people excited about what's happening at Purdue. It's also an opportunity for each of the colleges and units that represent and make up the entire institution to showcase the work that they're doing and to reach out to their stakeholders and hopefully bring people to the fold.
My calculation is this is the sixth Purdue Day of Giving. So take us back 6 years ago. What was the origin and what was the reason that we actually started Purdue Day of Giving?
Sure. So we actually, like many institutions, had been in a period of time in which we had recognized that our levels of support, either not just through cash, but the number of individuals who were giving to the university was on a decline. And that was very much a national trend. It was something that we took very serious, and we were trying to imagine as we built into the campaign, how do we change that? And so I had a couple individuals who work on my team who had followed very closely the model that the Columbia had used, and that was their own day of giving. They were sort of the first and the most visible out in that space. And so the two individuals on our team took a look at that, explored that, and suggested that that would be something we would do here. But to be fair, I'm not sure 6 years ago we could have imagined it would look and feel like this, but it's certainly been a fun ride. It's been something that's, I would say at this point, become a tradition. I think our alums and our Purdue family look forward to it as much as the team here does.
Other than just the giving piece, which obviously is important, but other than that, what are some of the intangibles that we hope will happen on Purdue Day of Giving tomorrow?
Sure. For us, the giving is certainly important, but I think it's about getting people engaged. And so, just like this program and the various ways that you're trying to reach out to those who have graduated from pharmacy, we want to make sure that people have a sense of what's happening on campus, that they have a touch, that they can follow it, that they can celebrate the victories and the opportunities that we experience here. And so this is just one way that we explore engagement. It's also a way to help students who are the future, and obviously the future of giving, understand what it means to be philanthropic. So we have a lot of activities that are happening to try and bring the students in and to allow them an opportunity to participate, because most students won't be making big gifts or even maybe find themselves in a position to give it all. But by understanding the value and seeing the impact, it helps plant that seed with them that when they graduate, they can be donors.
So as we think about tomorrow, or even I guess starting tonight, what is this going to look like for you guys? So take us sort of a glimpse of what the day looks like and what are some of the highlights.
Sure. So it does start at midnight, and there will be a team of folks here to support that effort. And while some of the folks local or closest to campus might be sleeping, you have to keep in mind that we have a lot of alums on the West Coast, and we have a lot of alums that live outside the domestic U.S. And so those nighttime hours are really where we start to build momentum with people who might not have the ability to, as easily as us, be here on campus and access campus, but they can be involved through Day of Giving. So it starts through the night like that. In the morning, a lot of folks, certainly within the U.S., I think, start looking at Facebook as a part of their routine. Maybe the first thing in the morning, they see where we're at, they check what's happening, and then it becomes a part of the day for them. And then it just builds. It's an absolute all hands on deck, but by tomorrow evening, things are just really in complete flurry of activity. I mean, that's what we've seen in the past, that's what we expect tomorrow.
So as we look at tomorrow's Day of Giving, are there things that are new? Are there that people could look to that are different from previous days of giving?
Sure. One of the things that we've done this year is we've initiated a program and an effort called Goose Chase. And it's essentially like a scavenger hunt, but it's an opportunity. There are 150 activities to celebrate and recognize Purdue's 150th anniversary. Those activities range from trivia, they range from check-ins. One of them is to eat one of the Dwayne Purvis burgers from Triple X. There's just a variety of things, and they're really to celebrate all things Purdue. They're traditions, and they're things that are unique to the Purdue community. And so that is happening, and it's driven through an app. You can actually go to your phone or to whatever device you have and download the Goose Chase app, or you can also follow us on the Purdue Facebook page for Goose Chase.
So when they do that, just so folks know, if you download the Goose Chase app, you'll find the Purdue Day of Giving event, and then there are events that you can participate in regardless of where you are geographically. So you could be in Botswana, right?
Yeah.
And follow
We
the
hope
Goose
so.
Chase. Hope so. I'm sure the folks involved with international giving would love to see gifts
Exactly.
from Botswana, I bet. But regardless of where you are, you can participate in the Goose Chase events, and there's a lot of things that you can do regardless of whether or not you're here on campus. And that's exciting. It's a way to, again, build excitement and get people engaged with what we're doing here on campus.
And just so you know, your alums and or those who are falling for the college pharmacy can actually do that and be a part of different challenges that are happening. So it will help your college also win some of the incentive prizes that are available through the Goose Chase app.
So it's just a reminder that, again, throughout the day, there's a variety of challenges and activities that if our pharmacy alums participate,
That's right.
that it can, in fact, assist and help the college to win some bonus dollars, again, to support our students and our faculty. So how can our Purdue College of Pharmacy family get involved then throughout the day?
Well, certainly we hope that you'll share. We hope that your alums will share as they're following, as they're posting, as they're participating in the hourly challenges. There's different photo opportunities, different contests, those kinds of things, and we ask that people, as much as possible, share and reach out to their fellow classmates. Sometimes it's an opportunity. We hear from alums. They use this as an opportunity to stay connected to folks that they may only talk to once or twice a year. And so we encourage people to do that and to keep communications flowing into your Facebook site and our site to make sure that people are involved.
Great. Maybe you've got some questions for me.
Well, certainly everyone loves a winner, and the College of Pharmacy just hit a big home run last year with Day of Giving. You guys raised more money than any other college on campus out of 62 units. A huge accomplishment, and super happy for you to see that happen. And I guess it'd be helpful for me to understand what kind of an impact has that had for the last year on the college?
Well, from my perspective, and I think those of us within the college, we are so grateful to our extraordinarily generous and loyal alumni, and we are blessed as a college with folks who continue to give back in extraordinary ways, in a variety of ways, to support faculty, staff, and students in the college. And really, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about making an impact in the lives of our students. And so we've been able to invest heavily in scholarships. This year, this academic year, for the first time, we've exceeded $800,000 in scholarships awarded to students. And in fact, next academic year, through the loyalty and generosity of our alumni, we're anticipating for the first time awarding over $1 million in scholarships. And so that is tremendous as we maintain our commitment to an affordable pharmacy education. And you know, Purdue Pharmacy is a top 10 program, and we know we are the most affordable of the top 10 pharmacy programs. But again, through the generosity of our alumni and the scholarship support that we can give, we can continue to make that available for generations to come. And that really aligns perfectly with our commitment as a university and our president's commitment to affordability and accessibility. And so that's really important. The investments that it helps make in our faculty in their teaching, their research, and their engagement, their clinical service, allowing faculty to do new things is tremendous. And again, it moves the college forward, and that's really what this is about. The other piece that's really been important for us and was a major piece of last year's giving was our Future for Pharmacy initiative, and we're building an endowment and a series of endowments really that ultimately will be used to allow us to build new facilities. And we know we're in a 50-year-old building that was designed in 1966. It was in an era when pharmacy education was very, very different, and so we have to build new facilities to maintain a competitive edge, to recruit and attract the very best faculty and students. We're building new partnerships on campus. We're trying and envision facilities that will allow us to develop relationships within the college, to bring people in proximity to one another, and ultimately catalyze that upward trajectory of our PharmD program ranking in the top 10, but we know we can go higher. And facilities is a big part of that. And so having this as an anchor is really, really important for us. And so the impact sometimes is longer term, but the seeds that were planted last year are going to bear lots of fruit in the very near term, in the very few years to come, as we invest in the future of the college. And so we're real excited about that.
Great. You mentioned a couple of times when we were talking faculty and staff and students, and so when you think about tomorrow, how do you imagine keeping them engaged and keeping them involved in all the activities that are happening here on campus?
We will be very, very active tomorrow. Our team will be using all of our social media channels, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We'll be emailing folks. We will be going old school and making some phone calls as well, and working hard just to make sure people are aware and are engaged and given that opportunity to give. I think more than anything, people want to participate. They want to be part of something that's big like this and be a part of what goes on. And so taking advantage of our normal communication streams. And so encourage folks to watch their emails, and if you see a Purdue number pop up on your caller ID tomorrow, go ahead and answer the call, please, and talk to our folks, and we would appreciate that. If you're on campus, lots of things going on tomorrow. If you're in the pharmacy building tomorrow, there'll be food and donuts and a celebration in the lobby of the pharmacy building, and I understand that I'll be flipping pancakes.
Right.
We call it Purdue Day of Giving is nicknamed P-Dog, so apparently we have P-Dog pancakes, and I'm bringing in my very special pancake flipper that I use, and I'll be on Memorial Mall tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Flipping pancakes. And so if you're on campus tomorrow morning, please come by and say hello and get a Purdue Day of Giving pancake from me, and I look forward to being able to serve those up tomorrow. So it's just going to be, I think it's going to be an exciting day for me and an exciting day for our team as we continue to be engaged. So, well, thanks for being with me today. I'm going to check over any questions, and it doesn't look like we've gotten any questions right now, but if you do have questions, feel free to go ahead and post those in the comment section on Facebook, and we'll be certain to get back with you on those and answer any questions that you may have. Well, again, don't forget tomorrow, which is April 24th. It's actually on your sweatshirt there. I can see that right there. It's a reminder. April 24th, just in case, I don't know when you're going to be watching this video, but Wednesday, April 24th is Purdue Day of Giving. You can go to dayofgiving.purdue.edu and find out more about that, and there's ways to give there and a variety of ways to support the College of Pharmacy or other parts of Purdue University and be involved. If you are on social media, our hashtag as a college is hashtag PurdueRx, and we'd encourage you to use that hashtag in any posts that you may make tomorrow associated with Purdue Day of Giving. So again, Amy, thanks for being with us. Congratulations, I'm sure, on another exciting day, and we look forward to seeing what happens tomorrow on Purdue Day of Giving. And until next month, we hope you'll join us again, and we'll be together and have another great dialogue with someone related to activities on Purdue. I think the focus next month may be on research activities on Purdue's campus, and we look forward to giving that.